So I booted up today, and here's what I noticed.
Okay.
You know, you just start talking and you hope an interesting thought comes into your head. That's where I find myself right now. So I booted up. What I noticed
You thought talking about booting up was going to get you going?
Yeah, it was just going to trigger something for the cold open. Anything ever funny ever happened for you guys when you boot up?
Look at this.
Sean's wearing a boot.
Oh, he's still wearing his walking boot.
Oh, now we're into Freestyle Association, and it's improv, and yes and to an all-new SmartLess.
SmartLess.
I apologize for picking my teeth. I just got through a bunch of really leafy vegetables.
Okay.
So I might have to excuse myself mid record here.
You think?
Well, I mean,
So
I
what,
don't
to
know.
go brush?
Well, no.
Why don't you get some floss?
I've got the little pick right
that's
here,
what
and
that
that I apologize. You're having to watch you and whoever the surprise guest is. I apologize.
right.
What, you can't bear it until after? You don't
No,
need to...
if I have something stuck between my teeth, everything stops.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way.
I can't. It's like a bee is stuck in my car. I got to pull over.
You got to be in your bonnet. Yeah, you got to be in your bonnet.
Hey, there's a good saying. You should start that.
You got to be in your bonnet. JB, now how's your new setup? JB's in New York now. How's your setup? Pretty good.
It's good. I'm in the hotel for a week, and then I get the keys on Friday. So then I'll go over to the appartamento, and
you'll be there for 3-4 months.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, isn't it wild? And I just got back.
Oh,
I know.
Wild.
I know. Why I should be staying at your place.
Yeah.
How
By
about
the
that?
way, why don't you?
Too late, you dick.
You
It's
could
real
have- you know, you
safe
could have-
invite now that I'm obligated to a fucking long-term lease.
You know you could have done that, but it'd been too small for you.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there soon, JB.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
All right, why are you going there,
I'm
Will?
gonna be there because life.
Because of life, bro.
Life.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I guess that's why I couldn't stay at your place. You've got a nice new fancy spot here, don't you?
I don't have keys yet.
Why? Because you're making it fancier? You're in the middle of making it fancier?
No. It's complicated, but
Okay.
but I'm very excited. Very excited.
We're excited for you. I'm super jealous. You know how long I've wanted to live here. And,
I know.
you're
Why don't you
moving-
just get a little tiny something?
Your second? How many times have you had a place in Manhattan, Will?
Oh God.
Like a place, not like a hotel, but
you and Amy used to live there.
I mean, I lived there for over 20 years, full time.
Yeah, but that was just one spot, right? I mean, how many
there's a
different
bunch of
spots have you had here?
Different. Oh my God, countless. I had
incredible.
so
This
many.
You have more or less than a dozen
How many?
apartments.
Count them.
More or less than a dozen apartments in Manhattan.
Probably around a dozen.
Oh,
over the
really?
years. Yeah, something like that. Close to it, if not.
That sounds
10.
exhausting.
So jealous. You, Sean? The one
In
you
New
have now,
York?
Sean, is your first? Is that your first?
It's the first place I've owned, for now 6 years.
But
'cause
back,
I've like,
back in the day, you used to move around a lot. Like you'd live with roommates for a year, and then somebody would bail, and so you'd have to move cross town. I used to be able to move in a one taxi cab ride, just a couple duffel bags for real, and like
Really?
stuff like a mattress, like a futon mattress in the trunk, and then like go cross town, and then like move back cross town, and whatever. Like just
this is sad.
were
Those
good
are
days.
sad
I
moves.
remember. I think fondly back. I used to live on 21st Street for years, and I
what was that like?
remember I lived in this basically a studio. This is such a boring story, but I'm going to do it anyway. And fold up futon mattress. I didn't even have the frame, so in the day I'd roll it up in the corner on
Just
the
a
couch,
cushion?
on the floor,
like a
just
swollen
the mattress.
yoga mat.
A mattress.
Yeah, and then I'd have that, and then I had like 2 pairs of jeans and 2 t-shirts
And a
whatever.
dream.
It was so It was so simple.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. It was just. I gotta say, it was
But
incredible.
but isn't one of the greatest things about getting older is you don't move around like that. So, it's just exhausting. You don't realize when you're younger how exhausting it is to keep moving and moving
I
and
don't
moving.
know. I still.
Well, you
move
also
around a
become
lot.
attached to more. You get attached to more stuff as you get older too, right? Or do you get rid of
a
it?
little bit.
You do. You're like, fuck. Where's all this?
Comfort
What is
of
all
it.
this stuff?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
Sean,
just-
Is that a new placement for the SAG Award, which I bet you have many?
I didn't.
Yeah, we don't need to see your fucking awards in the
Nobody
background.
counts 4 SAG Awards over and over again. They don't count 4.
Why would you count that?
Yeah, but that's in a new spot right over your shoulder.
No, I don't know who put it there. I swear I don't.
Okay, Scotty.
I'm taking it out after.
Well,
this.
let's find out what the mystery of who put the SAG Award in frame.
But have you noticed that people do that on their Zooms? They put their awards in the background. Why is that?
I'm still bothered about that TV behind you because it never gets viewed because it's in the worst.
Well, sometimes if
never.
Well, no, sometimes if this is my office, and so
I know
if there's stuff going on.
Yeah, if we could see the fax machine. Oh God, he's really knocking down big deals over there.
But it's just the placement of it is so locked in, and then the seating on the other side of your desk is so far away.
I know. No, it's not that far. Anyway, when Scotty's got something going on, I come in here and I'll watch. I don't need to explain myself to you. Okay, here we go. Ready? Watch this.
Yep, sure.
My guest today is smarter than all of us combined and practically half our age.
Oh.
He started college as a pre-med chemistry major because he was inspired by Sandra Oh's character on Grey's
Hauser?
on Grey's Anatomy. He was born in Australia, moved to Quebec, then to Colorado when he was 9. Later, he moved to New York, got a graphic design job to pay the bills while doing late-night improv, and eventually walked into 30 Rock and booked Saturday Night Live, giving him 7 seasons and 5 Emmy nominations. It's a hilarious, delightful Bowen Yang.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Doogie.
What's up, Doogs?
It's Doogie Howser. It's Doogs. I've never seen it. I've never seen that show.
You're too young. You're too young.
I don't think I've seen pieces of it.
Wait, Bowen's got you've got awards behind you too.
No, and you guys, I knew you guys were.
No, that's a bust of Ben Franklin.
This is Ben Franklin. No, this is the parting gift they gave me at SNL. The makeup guy. So now
Lauren?
they do 3D scans of your face, and yeah, that's Lauren. No, they do 3D
Wait, you're not
scans
done
of your
on
face.
SNL.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
You're. Oh, God damn it.
It's okay, but we had a good time
I
there,
gotta read
Jason.
Just last year.
I love this, by the way. There's a special quality to this. It's so His Girl Friday, just you guys all overlapping. It's so cool.
We're the worst. We're the worst interviewers, and we get a lot of shit because we interrupt each other all the time. People are like, I wish they'd shut up. And we're like, well, this isn't what a conversation is, right?
People don't get it.
What about on yours? You guys overlap, I bet, all the time, or do you do it together?
Las Culturitas.
We do it together now. We used to we would do it very much on Zoom in years past, but now we're back to spatial shared whatever.
Studio.
You guys are gonna like really Rorschach test my shelves, aren't you? I don't see this is the
look
thing about
around
awards. Mine are mostly glass, which I feel like are less legitimate than the brass
What your
ones.
awards?
Well, because they could break.
Well, let's go on the books. You got Kate Bush.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I got a Kate Bush thing.
Oh yeah.
I like Kate Bush.
What do you got? A home pod? Is that a home pod up in there?
This is a Sonos. This is a
Sonos.
Sonos.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
What's the gold one?
The gold thing is a Golden Globe?
This is the newly redesigned Academy Museum honor. It used to be. You were there.
I was there when you got it. Yeah.
No way.
Congratulations.
They used to be. Thank you. But they used to be smaller silver Oscar statues.
Really?
And now it's a gold ice cream cone. I don't understand why they changed it.
What's it for?
Vibes. I
For
don't
being
know.
excellent,
for being
you dumbass.
for being great at
It's
what
vibes.
he does. Sean,
Which is can anyone here describe what I do?
Sean, I don't know if you know that
solid
Sean
vibes.
Sean won a silver fedora.
Yeah, look at that.
Right behind
It's
him there.
cool.
For excellent cosplaying of Indiana Jones.
It's excellent. And he was excellent at it.
Bowen Yang, what's
yeah.
touch hang on a second. No, don't me. I'm fucking talking to Bowen Yang.
Wow.
How dare you? That's so rude.
Cool it.
Sorry.
You just
God.
yeah. No, I want to talk to Bowen Yang for a
Please,
second.
yes,
I want to know why you moved around and what happened. We were just talking about moving around, and then Sean intros you, and it's like bing bong, like all over the place.
All over the place.
Why did I move around?
Yeah,
like,
your
what's the
parents.
deal?
You were born, and then you moved to Quebec, and then what did I just
You
say?
started in Australia, then you had to get the hell out of there for some reason.
Quebec, and then Colorado.
Yeah. Quebec and Colorado. No, it was. My dad's been at the same job for the past like 38 years, but he got his doctorate in Australia. So that's where my sister and I were born in Brisbane. Then we moved to Canada. Montreal, where I learned about Celine Dion, and then we moved to Colorado for just.
And what did you learn about there?
I learned about. I moved to Colorado.
Go ahead and get in trouble right now.
At the tail end of, I'm gonna get in trouble. I moved at the tail end of the Clinton administration, right after Columbine and Jean-Benet Ramsey to Colorado. So as an 8-year-old, I'm like, this.
The whole Clinton administration was about tail end. Let's be honest, okay, guys? Hey, wait, Bowen, how many years? How old were you then when you moved from Quebec? Because I want to get into the Canada stuff, obviously, as a Canadian.
Let's get into it. Yes, I would love to. 8 years old. So I was hysterically sobbing, being like, why are we moving to the place where people get killed? Like it was right after Jean-Benet, who was in Boulder, and it was after all this mess.
Got it.
Wait, but this is interesting. I'm going to tell you, Willie, because this is, and this will prompt Bowen. It was just, your dad grew up literally in a straw and mud hut in Inner Mongolia, taught himself to read by candlelight, got a PhD in mining explosives. What?
That's right.
And then moved across 3 countries. That's crazy.
You can go to school for anything.
So he got a doctorate in blowing stuff up. Yeah?
And blowing stuff up.
Yeah.
At quarries and such. And
yes.
He
loves he
loves
could
it.
take it anywhere he wants, I guess.
Sure.
I love your explanation. He loves it. He loves it.
But like that, I guess I would want someone to be very credentialed before I handed them the keys to some explosives.
Right.
Sure.
So yeah.
And then you went to, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, this would relate to Will. You went to, you were like blown away by Just for Laughs, which is what, a comedy festival in Canada?
Pun intended.
I was
blown away.
Pun intended.
Blown away.
Juste pour rire.
Yeah, really good. Juste pour rire. Will, rire, hein? Puis là,
Oh, here they go.
c'est ça. So, but there would be like free street performers. What, Jason?
I know
Jason,
French.
I
wish I knew a language.
No, but you're allergic to culture.
No, but you are allergic to
tabernacle.
You do not have this bridge to tabernacle. Chris.
One cigarette.
Wait. Okay.
I love Montreal.
So do I. Montreal is a phenomenal city.
Truly.
Yeah.
I mean, like people say Portland has the best strip clubs. Montreal had the best strip clubs, and I had the authority to say this as a child. You drive through them on the way back from Chinatown into the suburbs, and you would pass by the strip clubs, and they had great lights.
Vancouver was pretty gifted for the ballet as well.
Don't you drag that shit into here.
Yeah, no, Fraser Arms right there, just outside the airport there. Fraser Arms.
Nobody does a peeler bar like Montreal. Nobody.
Old peelers, yeah.
Hey? Okay, yeah. Anyway.
So what were you inspired by it Just for Laughs? Like, what's the first thing you saw? You're like, oh my God, I have to do that.
The laughs. I heard the laughs. There would be like street performers, and they still have that, but like it would be free street performances, and it would be the most like Quebec crazy kooky stuff, like a mime who like pulls something out of his ear. Like I don't know. It was just like clowning plus like
how about that?
Jokes. I don't know. It just didn't have to make sense, you know? It was that, and then...
So Montreal was what ages to what ages? Sorry.
No, that's okay. It was 3 to 9.
3 to 9, and then to Colorado.
And then to Colorado, 9 to 17, yeah.
And 17 to what was where?
New York. And 17 to now has been New York.
Okay.
Wow. Right. From 17.
Is that... When people ask me, where are you from? I don't know.
You're not sure what to say?
I feel like it's stolen valor if I say, oh, Colorado and then Canada before that. People are like, and then I tell them what years I grew up there. They were like, oh, well, you should just say Colorado. And I'm like, yeah, but developmentally, like those Canada years were important to me.
Yeah. Well, how much, but really, I mean, for any of us, how much do you remember before 9 years old? Not a ton,
I remember a lot.
Yeah. Just a lot of screeching tires, Shani?
No, not all of us had to black it out, man. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Jakey Bates. Jakey was trying to learn how to die on the set of Little House on the Prairie and getting notes on a little less on the dying, Jake, okay? Little Jakey Bates with his bowl cut. Have you ever seen photos? If you Google Jason when he was a kid, he's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
It's
so
unbelievable. And you can see him on
Still
getting
cute.
there in action, and he's got to die.
Pulling up my overalls. Hey, Pa,
Hey, Paul.
No, but I think most of what shaped me happened once I got to California, which was 7 till now. I mean, I remember snow and things like that in Salt Lake City, Boston, New York, with the ages before. But nothing really shaped who I am happened before then, right?
Sure.
I mean, so I think, well, I mean, not as much as your Colorado years. 9 to 17. I mean, that's the whole cookie right there.
I mean, Jason, let's be honest. Living in LA from 18 and through your 20s, you saw a lot of snow then too.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's be real. Let's be real, huh? The fucking Porsche peeling out of Warner Brothers with a fucking beak full of snow. Here comes the weekend.
Jesus.
Oh, we had some fun.
We had fun.
So, Bowen, how do you go? So, pre-med chemistry, is that right? Is that?
Yeah, it was. I was taking cover behind it, really.
Okay.
Because I was looking at colleges and I was like purely motivated by like what the comedy scenes were there.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So you.
It was between like Northwestern and NYU. Yeah.
So you went with the intention to pursue comedy under the guise of pre-med.
Pretty much.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, we were just talking to Colin just about this, right? Where he was
Similar.
Yeah, so he's going into Harvard studying, was it
Economics.
Economics,
Oh, yeah.
and then he decided to just sort of tack over to comedy when he's sitting at. So you could go to Northwestern, or like you had the skills, the academic qualifications to really get yourself a career that you could count on, a nice healthy base salary and some longevity, etc. But you were like, no, let's go with comedy. That's what I want to put it all in on, huh?
Terrible. I mean, thank God it works
Not
out.
terrible.
Kind of.
But who's laughing now?
But interesting, yeah.
Yeah, you're killing it. So it all worked out. But I was interested to ask Colin about that, and I'm going to ask you the same. It was, go ahead.
Well, I feel like with Harvard, it's like the lampoon is like kind of institutionally there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like with NYU, it was like, now I feel like, especially at SNL, it's like, oh, NYU is sort of the pedigree, whereas like, I don't know, 10 years ago, it was more Harvard leaning.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Right? I don't know.
So that was part of the thinking, is because did you end up going to NYU?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that was you thought of that as possibly a feeder for SNL. SNL was a goal.
SNL was never the goal. SNL
Really?
was like too far out of reach. But but like what ended up happening was like people from our little ilk at NYU, our coterie of like freaks and weirdos were like being raptured up into the SNL spaceship, and then we were like, oh wait, so now we have our little canaries or whatever. I mean, it sounds nefarious, but
Well, were you? It does sound. It sounds like you're hiding something. But were you doing? Were you doing sketch?
UCB?
Were you doing stand up? Yeah. Were you at UCB?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was going into NYU right after these boys from Derek Comedy had just sort of like stormed the scene. It was Donald Glover and like DC Pearson and Dominic Dierkes. Like Rachel Bloom was in her senior year. Steph Shue was doing sketch comedy there. Like it was all of these like people who were like, oh, there's something special about them. And then, but we like you at the time you couldn't say like, well, we're all gonna make it big. You know, it just wasn't.
You just did what you loved.
You could never say that out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds so annoying when people ask you like, "Would you have any advice?" And I'm like, if you can be at the right place at the right time, but there's never any way of knowing.
Yes, that's a great point.
Were you doing anything simultaneously to sort of mitigate your risk? Studying anything else or
Studying chemistry, volunteering at Bellevue, at Bellevue Hospital, the ER at Bellevue, where I got fired because I had to because I added like 10 minutes to my time chart or something. It was like they were serious as a heart attack, so to speak, about it. Like they would not let anything slide.
We'll be right back.
And now back to the show.
This is really interesting. When I read that at NYU, when you were chemistry pre-med, That's because of Sandra Oh. You were a huge fan of Sandra Oh on Grey's Anatomy. And then what happened, which I think is hilarious, and her character
that's
name...
not a bit?
That's not a bit.
It's not a bit. It's not a bit.
And her character name is Christina Yang.
Christina Yang. Well, and then
Isn't that
and then
crazy?
It's like the classic, like, your wires getting crossed, where I was like, it wasn't that I wanted to be a doctor because I saw her. It was because, one, I wanted to maybe act, and two, because I was a gay man worshiping an actress's work. Like, it was just those two things instead of...
It's a 1-2 punch. That's a 1-2 punch.
It's a 1-2 punch.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, so...
Chemistry, but chemistry is not medicine. You're not going to
No.
You're not studying medicine. So like what could one
Well, what are you studying, Jason? Let's hear your thoughts on chemistry.
I want to know what kind of career one can anticipate with a chemistry degree.
So it's funny, like, back in the day, the word industry to me didn't mean anything Hollywood. It meant, like, you're working an industry job in chemistry, which means you work for, like, Procter and Gamble or something.
Right.
You, like,
Developing
make deodorants.
Dow.
Right.
Dow, yeah.
Yeah.
You make these, like, you make pharmaceuticals, or you make, like...
That was a genuine interest for you. You were going to pursue that.
No, it wasn't. It was not genuine at all. Chemistry was because it was the path of least resistance to getting to, like, finishing my credits. There was no, like, actual interest in it. I mean, I know some stuff.
It was a subject you had a handle of. Like, you didn't struggle. Like, I struggled greatly with chemistry. Like that, it's not simple.
On the bus?
On the bus, yeah.
On what? On the bus?
By the way, nobody registered any shock on that. It was silent after you said that.
I wasn't looking for shock.
Bowen, you never had the feds. You never had a knock at the door of the feds for the kid who's a chemistry major whose dad is involved in explosives. you didn't get a quick visit.
Should have.
You didn't have trouble traveling.
I'm sure I'm on a list. Oh no, you're right. I never thought of that, Will.
I mean,
But I want to just say all the crazy SNL stuff. So you were like, I read you were like me when you were a kid. You would sit in your room or with your family and do the bunny ears on the TV and look and get SNL on Saturday night. I used to do that and watch it by myself in, like, one of my brother's rooms because nobody was around. And then Sandra Oh ends up hosting the show, right?
where was everybody? Sorry, where was everybody?
And then your sister introduced you to SNL, and then you were voted senior most likely to be on SNL in your high school?
Because that was like the florid, sort of like embellished language for our superlatives. It was like, instead of like class clown, it was like most likely to be on SNL.
Right.
Yeah, but there's so many. I was senior most likely to trip at graduation.
Bless
But
him.
there's no. But
Did you?
Yeah, I did actually. I
On
planned
what?
it.
Acid or shrooms? Hey, come on, guys.
No,
Let's all
man.
be alive. Let's look alive. Let's look alive.
No, but I just think that's so wild. And so you watched it, your sister said, then you got voted for it, then you went there, and then Margaret Cho was there when you were there's so many arrows pointing that you were going to be on the show. It's just crazy.
I guess.
And then, but then, so when the audition happens, does all that stuff flood in and you feel the stakes and the pressure of it? Or were you kind of indifferent?
But let's figure out, like, how did that audition happen, and then that feeling? Like, what was how did you get into the machine?
So speaking of Just for Laughs, that used to be the pipeline. Like the SNL talent people would go to Just for Laughs in the summer, and like they would pick out their people. I never made it to that stage, and so I was like, oh, I guess it's not in the cards for me. But then, like, my manager at the time said, put together a tape, 5 minutes, like the standard entry point. And I was like, they'll never ever fucking hire an effeminate Asian guy like on that show. Like, why would they ever need that? So on a lark, I was like, no one's ever going to see this tape. So let me just like fuck around and do what's funny for me. And then somehow slipped through.
That's freeing, though. That's freeing.
That's a good lesson for everyone.
Yep.
That must have been, that feeling of like, fuck it, like kind of going to what Jason was saying, like that feeling of you're doing it and being able to like do it without a net because you just don't.
Sexy
not
indifference.
you don't care.
Is it sexy indifference?
Sexy indifference, yeah.
It's a sexy indifference, as Jason likes to say. And right, it must have felt really good being able to just kind of do
Because what's this thing? Okay, I think I'm talking to the right people, but I just read this somewhere. I don't really have any knowledge of it, but it's that thing that like it's like not the yips, but it's like golfers have this when they're a little too focused on the swing.
Yes.
They just like lose all prowess, they lose all capability.
Yeah.
It's when you're like not in a flow state, but it's when you're not thinking of like the micro decisions. It's when you're like, who cares?
Right.
1,000.
Figure skaters have this. It's like athletes have this overall, where it's like pretend like no one's watching.
Right.
Hondo P. And I think
Hondo P.
and fuck it, guys, how young am I? But it is true. I do think about that all the time. You think about it. Well, they, literally in golf, they talk about like gripping too tight. But there is that notion of gripping too
Hondo
tight
P.
in life on any of that stuff. And when you do that, that's what I meant. You must have felt really like, God, I bet you that was such an advantage because everybody else is doing their tapes and they're so tight because they got to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I didn't really care. Yeah.
So this I read, and I hopefully this is tragically hilarious and not just tragic. If you want to talk about it, we don't have to. But I'm fascinated by the fact that your parents sent you to conversion therapy in Colorado when you were 17.
Which was hilarious.
I mean, that's why.
It actually was.
Yeah. I'm like, there's some comedy, probably a lot of comedy from how horrible that was. Yeah.
Definitely, because it was 8 weeks. So the comedy begins and the whole sort of occasioning of it, which was the ultimatum. So like, I don't come out. I like am discovered to be gay based on the family computer. Remember those? It was like my parents going on the family computer, being like, "Bowen, what's this?"
Oh, and they saw
a sultry, dirty picture.
Going through your search history.
It was a chat window.
Uh-oh.
It was a chat window.
You got to close those, Bowen. You got to close those.
So we're sharing it. There's a family computer we're all sharing.
Yep.
Is that what it was? Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
and you just walked away to get a Coke and
to get cocaine.
Yeah.
To get Jason's cocaine.
Yeah.
So
and
you didn't close your window.
I didn't close my window, so mom prints it out. Prints out the transcript.
Oh, God.
oh wow.
How old are you?
Oh, God.
17.
Okay.
Oh, no.
17. And
So she shakes the paper in front of you and says, "Qu'est-ce que c'est?"
she said, "Qu'est-ce que c'est?" And you got to put a little bit more Quebecois on it, Jason.
Yeah.
C'est long, paysan. But
C'est quoi ça?
C'est quoi ça? And then it was crazy, and it was
No,
like I would be coming home to my parents sobbing at the dinner table every day, and I was like, I have to make this right. Like, how could I cause this much pain? And so the ultimatum was, it gets funny, I promise. The ultimatum was, either you stay in state in Colorado, you go to Boulder, live with us, or you can go to college with your sister if you go to conversion therapy. But the punchline is my sister was at the gayest school in the country, NYU.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, sure, I'll do the conversion therapy. It was 8 weeks in the summer, and it actually became like great bonding time because it was in Colorado Springs, 2-hour drive up and down from Denver. My dad and I would like bond in the car and just like actually get to know each other for the first time as like adults or something. And then the guy is such a quack that like by like the 8th session, whatever, like we're going through like some diluted version of like cognitive behavioral therapy where he's like trying to like put me in my body. Like anytime I've been attracted to a guy, like it was because you were miserable. It's because you were like in pain.
God
and I'm like,
damn it.
But no. But then the last session.
This makes me sick.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So the second to last session, my dad is asking him for referrals in New York. He was like, Bowen's going to New York. Do you have anyone there who does this kind of work? He's like, sure, I'll come up with some names next time. The next week at the last session, Stonewall. Yeah, go to Stonewall and go to Pieces in the West Village. The last session he like walks me, he like starts to go into this anecdote in the third person about one of his former patients. And he's like, yeah, my former patient just gets off at the side of the road in San Bernardino, which is not where you want to be late at night. And his car broke down, and then he goes to a Denny's, and then the waiter's making eyes at him, and then my therapist starts to shift into the first person. And then I was like, am I really going to have sex with this guy? And then I did. And then he caught himself shifting into the first person.
Oh my God.
And then like the blood left his face, and then in that moment it was like, oh, I've just undone all of this work that this like fake phony work that we've been doing for the past 8 weeks.
Wow.
And then I was like, wow, none of this was real. I walk out.
I've wasted my time.
he pulls out a little piece of paper. He's like, so I couldn't find anyone in New York who does this, but there is a guy in Trenton, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I used to date him. But my dad and I were like, oh, I guess I'll take the train out to Jersey every week to see this person. Just trying to swat this away. I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to continue this. And so I was like in the closet for like a year at NYU. But then like all these comedy nerds that I was friends with were like, you're gay. And then by sophomore year I was out. So
but Bowen, look, we're not talking about the 50s here. We're talking about just a dozen years ago.
Right.
And it sounds like
ago.
you and you're in Colorado, which is progressive-ish. And you're great friends with your parents, it sounds like.
Yes.
I mean,
Currently,
notwithstanding the fact that they want you to go through conversion therapy, you're still like getting along with them, and you're driving and you're bonding with your dad and blah blah blah. Like, how I don't understand how all this can sort of match. Because at what point didn't you at some point say, "Yeah, no, guys, I am gay. I'm happy, and you love me, and you're happy with me, and like, why are we trying to convert anything?"
Right.
They it's not really a religious thing for them, or it wasn't. Like, I think for them it was just this cultural thing coming out of China.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's not even on a political alignment. It's just them thinking like, oh, I don't want my child to have a worse, harder life. And for them, like what my dad kept saying to me was, speaking of like the straw mud hut sort of ethos, he was like, where I grew up, this doesn't happen. Like, there aren't people like this. And I was like, no, there are. They just had no concept of it. And so they are both scientists, engineers. They think in terms of solutions. They think in terms of what can be done to change this. And they had.
I understand.
I read when you said your dad will still occasionally suggest you could try women, and you called it almost endearing homophobia.
It's so sweet. Isn't it so sweet?
That's so funny.
That is so funny.
It's so nice. Bless him.
Are they? Have you guys had the conversations of like, I guess it turns out there was nothing to really worry about, right? That
we've
it was.
had. Yeah, great. I think we've patched it up really nicely. Like they have apologized. I've always kind of understood where they've come from.
Yeah,
I haven't
it
really
sounds
wavered
like
on
it.
that.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a lot of understanding of it. Like even early on, like understanding that, like, you wanted to go to college, so you were doing it to kind of just go through the motions, so you could go. Yeah. But it does sound like I don't hint. There's no hint of any sort of anger towards it. Like you were like, yeah, I get it. I know where they're coming from. That's very kind. That shows a kind spirit, to be honest.
Yeah, I love that. So I want to go back to, if you don't mind.
There's never a subject that Sean doesn't want to get away from.
More than
every subject.
He's got his questions.
He's never happy where he is. He's always trying to leave where he is.
100%.
We're enjoying Bowen. We're talking to him. We're having a real conversation.
No, I know. Well, look, if you want, we can talk about being gay all day long.
No, I don't want to. Whatever.
What?
Sean, just go.
Okay, so the SNL screen says we kind of covered that, but I want to talk about your first you were hired as a writer at such a young age, which is amazing. You weren't even on camera.
Sure.
You were. And how old were you?
27? That's
pretty,
a reasonable age.
That's pretty young, though. But the first time you were on camera, which made me laugh. I laughed so hard at you playing Kim Jong Un.
Oh, thanks.
It was so fucking
so good.
It was so
Jason's
funny.
Already laughing. Just thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta find that.
It was so funny. I mean, I loved it.
Thanks.
And then the first thing that ever went super viral was you played the iceberg. The what is it?
Yes. The iceberg that sank the Titanic.
Yeah, the iceberg that sank the Titanic.
Yeah, Sean, the iceberg that killed the Titanic.
Which is so funny. What was it like? Talk to me about being a writer and then going, hey, you know what? We think you should be a featured player. And you're Kim Jong-un and you're this iceberg that hit that the Titanic hit.
The same sketch?
No. What was
in the same sketch? It was
the
him.
Range on this guy.
It was him all along.
What was the feeling like? Oh my! Like, how nervous were you to be doing the thing that you set out to do on the first time?
So nervous. So what I remember from the Kim Jong Un thing was when Sandra Oh hosted, as you said.
Yeah, it's right.
I was a writer, and
insane.
And so they
Just insane in synchronicity,
All of
etc.
it. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
it's all very kismety.
How was that conversation when you went? Did you go up to her at some point and say, "Hey, so I just got to tell you really quick."
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like,
Yeah.
did you tell her how much? How
you're responsible
she
for
has a
it.
son? Yes. Okay. Good.
Oh yeah. So I would like do these pre-TikTok. I would do these things where I would just like just kind of match like on a lip flap perfect level, like the little like
Oh my God.
whatever recitals and monologues. And I did.
I
her.
saw you lip sync the whole monologue from Devil Wears Prada.
I did that. I did. Yeah. So like
You
there was
got
a
to
little-
see it. It's unbelievable.
I've scrubbed them. I don't know why I'm like so ashamed to see them now because they're so like
but it's incredible.
I don't know. They seem prehistoric to me. But anyway, but Sandra and I met before she hosted, and then she hosted. These other writers write me. Streeter Seidel writes me into the sketch where I play Kim Jong-un. I don't have contacts at the time, and they don't put my prescription in the glasses that I wear, and so I had to be off book basically, which is not what you do at SNL, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Like I just had to be off book. I had to like call a Korean friend, Karen Shi, who used to write at Seth Meyers. I was like, can you translate these lines into Korean for me? Learned the Korean, was off book on a foreign language.
Whoa.
Then it was just a million different things. And I had a sketch on that week that I had to be. I sat under the bleachers next to Lorne Michaels in the Kim Jong-un costume, getting notes. Like I'm in this Kim Jong-un costume, and he turns to me. He's like, maybe we cut to Keenan sooner or whatever. I'm like, this is the most surreal. That's still the most surreal week of my life.
Pass the whispering angel. Did you?
It's my favorite rosé.
My favorite. It's on ice. Did you? God, it must have been. Was it weird being all the years you were there, just knowing that you were the smartest person in the building?
Yeah,
you're learning
right.
languages. You're memorizing.
No way.
I mean, come on.
No. I was no Colin. I was no economics major.
He doesn't
know,
know.
you
Does he
guys.
know French and
Yeah,
Korean?
you can't learn Korean and then memorize it.
Okay, so wait, now tell me about this. When you were 15 years old, you were doing improv at bars?
Oh yeah. God,
Is that true?
Yeah, but this is so that doesn't age well. I feel
What do you
like
mean? I think that's fascinating.
You got to start
Like,
on things.
How did you get in? Like, for young people listening, it's like, oh, if you
Yes.
could get doing like improv, but how did you get into the bars? What happened?
So there's a theater in Denver called the Bovine Metropolis Theater. It took me years to figure out it's a play on Cowtown. Anyway, Bovine Metropolis. But anyway, they would do like Monday nights, like kind of open mic situations, and our sponsor at the school, who is also my calculus teacher, this wonderful educator named Adrian Holguin.
Calculus, chemistry.
I know.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
stop it, you guys. Oh, that's enough. So it was awful. I don't know who let their kids go drive
Yeah.
into the city
I thought
on
that was
Mondays.
so interesting. Yeah.
But it was great. It was embarrassing. Like we bombed constantly in front of people who did not give a shit if we lived. It didn't matter if we did well. It was just about like it's that Chris Rock thing of just like bomb a million times and then you're just gonna fix it.
Right.
Yeah,
Where did your sense of humor come from? I mean, your parents, you say, they're both scientists, but maybe are they super funny? I mean,
No,
how
certainly
did
not.
you develop it? Was it just watching?
It was my sister.
Yeah.
It was guys. This is and I hope you guys can accept this or receive this. It's like I think it was like. Do you remember? Like this is the value in like network comedies, right? It's like it was everybody like having the same frame of reference,
Right.
as to what was funny. It was like it was watching you guys. Sorry to put you on a pedestal, but it was like it was that.
Take your time through here. No, go ahead. Don't finish.
It was like going to school. It was going to school the next day, being like, "Oh my god,
I did the same
did
thing.
you guys watch Arrested Development?" Or it was like, and Sean, like after I did this thing. So Jason, my farewell sketch was with Cher, and I thought and I was constantly
incredible.
thinking back to Sean and Cher together.
Right.
And it was just, I mean, like that's just like peak guest star.
God, Sean, I loved
guest star
that
moment.
stuff with Cher.
Oh, thanks.
So
Shawnee.
good.
Was that a moment for you when Will and Grace really hit their stride? And I mean, yes, there was a moment when Ellen came out. That was the big sort of watershed moment. But then Will and Grace, I believe, followed that, Shawnee.
Yeah.
And was that? Did you feel a sense of like, Well, there may be a spot for me. I might be able to just light my hair on fire and say, yeah, I'm not closeted about anything. There is room for me and us and etc. Yes.
I don't know if I got that far because I'm telling you guys, like I would have been, if you had asked me right as I moved to New York or like right out of college, if you'd asked me what my like ideal job was in showbiz, it would have been just to be in a room, just to be in a writer's room.
Right. Okay.
I never placed myself in those things. And I don't know if it's about like, representation stuff. It was more just about like, I'm good just knowing the inner works. I would like watch The Simpsons and like study the credits. Like it was about that. It was like that was the granular kind of comedy thing that I was working with. But watching Sean, I think it was about like, this is the language, this is the vocabulary of like, or this is just a sensibility of what like gay queer humor is. Yeah. And then it turns out it's universal.
And if I could do that and take what Sean's doing and just dial it in half, then you could have something good.
Some kind of future.
Like if you could just make it somewhat palatable, you know what I mean? And then you could.
I can only hope.
I can say that to the guy who's got 4 SAG awards and Emmys and Tonys.
4?
So many
Sean, are you an Academy Award away from an EGOT?
No, and I'm an ET.
You got your Tony and your Emmy,
and
you're an ET
and Olivier. So I have a toe.
Oh,
but and a SAG
and a SAG.
Right?
I have toes.
Saggy toes.
I have saggy toes.
Saggy toes.
We'll be right back.
All right, back to the show.
Wait, Bowen. So, but Jason, if you haven't seen it, Bowen's last sketch, his goodbye sketch, took place in a Delta lounge, and it was with Ariana Grande and Cher, and it was so clever how you wrote it, or how you and the writers wrote it, whatever. That your wife calls you, and can I say?
Yeah. Of course.
You said, I forget what it was about, but it was eggnog, right?
Yes.
And Ariana Grande's
It was the
character,
Christmas show.
Yes.
Yes.
And she says, all the eggnog you've made over the years, some of it was great, some of it was rotten. And you say, and a lot of it got cut. which is really cute. And it was very emotional. It was really clever. It was really clever to do a Delta Lounge. And you were saying, it was really... Like
it's a little, it's a kind of, it's obviously like allegorical, metaphorical, whatever. But I was like, something about departures at an airport.
It was great.
Something. It was the Christmas show. It was like, something about
Jason got it finally.
Jason got it.
Guys, it just takes me a bit.
He's this old man who works the eggnog station, and then he's like, eggnog. It's not for everyone, but the people who like it really like it, and they're my kind of people. And like that's like the whole message of it all. And then Cher comes out as the boss. So
it was really funny.
That is sweet.
Walk us through the thinking about leaving and the approach to that, the decision to that. What the next 5 to 10 years of your life looks like if you could program it, and do you allow yourself to kind of make plans and strategize a bit?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I can't plan around like trade winds. I feel like things are just uncertain.
Oh, that is a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I love that expression. Yeah, that's really good. I've never heard that before. That's a fucking great way to put it.
But to strangle the metaphor, you do got to put the boat in the water and point it one direction.
You sunk it. You didn't strangle it. You sunk it.
No,
but
it's a gorgeous.
But what island would you like to arrive at?
Yeah.
The Maldives.
Like, do you want to do just purely comedy? Would you like to get into drama? Do you want to do more acting, more performing, more? Where are you getting pulled right now?
All of it. I honestly, I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Podcasting was never on the menu, but it's taken up a lot of space in a good way. I would love all of that. I think just to go back to like the trade winds thing, it's like I'm honestly like thinking about where comedy lives right now. It's I feel like even at like the Emmys, it feels like it's like relegated to this place, even though I think comedy shows have this like extra thing they have to do where it like has to present something optimistic about the world. And it's really hard to do that right now, I think. It's like I don't know. I was just watching stuff. I'm watching comedies and watching dramas sort of in equal measure. And I'm like, the dramas are amazing. I love the dramas. But I think the comedies have this extra thing to do where it's supposed to reflect something back at you and also be like a thing that makes you feel good.
Yeah. Well, first of all, there's a lot of, it seems to sort of this trend of a lot of pieces of material that's not necessarily comedy that gets kind of grouped into that under that umbrella. And I don't know how much comedy you do watch. I find that these days I don't watch a lot of comedy. I don't know if you guys do. I really just don't. I don't know if I'm missing it or it's just not the thing. I don't know. You can probably tell by how boring I am.
No.
Yeah, there's different. Seems like there's different reasons why comedy is not a big thing not as a big thing as it used to be.
It's scripted, you mean, like in that way?
Yeah. It's up for debate, but we need it now more than ever.
What are the great? I'm asking all of you. What are the kind of the great scripted comedy things that are out there right now? Yeah, that you would watch.
The Comeback.
Yeah,
I think
Comeback.
that's pretty funny. Yeah,
that's bad. I mean, I love. Oh God.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Comeback.
But even that's a little bit like bleak. Like it's like, oh, this season's about AI, and it's about how like the writers' rooms have like 2 people in them,
right?
And it's like, whoa, shit! Like this is different than it was 10 years ago when the last season was on. It's like it has these weird. It just has this weird mirror that like is sad to look at, and that's what's hard.
Right. What about I like talking about this, your dating life, because you said
I'm bringing this down. So the vibes are so
No,
bad.
I like it.
No, what are you talking about? I love it.
No, you're really making me think, Bowen. Because Sean, before we get into dating life, you're really making me think about that idea that like, and we want to get into your dating life. We have some graphs
in 5.
We also your mom sent us some printout. We printed out some stuff.
Some charts,
some chats
about some of your options,
some women,
some of the female options.
But Willie, but you, but in a recent Esquire, but I read your Esquire interview, the What I've Learned piece. When you were reflecting, you said about work. You said this is you saying it. You said you feel like you've hit critical mass where you did too much too soon or something like that, and you wanted to slow down and focus on quieter work. I get that, but just know that I don't feel there's millions of people that don't feel that way about you. Like,
I'd take a lot more from you.
There's so much more.
Oh my
God. Yeah, for real.
Careful.
I mean,
Drench me.
Jason.
Hang on, Jay. Your mic went out for a second. What was that? Just so we can get it, guys. Quiet. Let's get it cleaned.
Soak me.
Oh my God. Jason. I gotta say, Jason showing up to SNL was always like, everyone was sort of straightened up, be like, oh, I'm Jason and I had a really nice, intimate conversation. It was like, everyone's like, I think he's flirting with me. It was like, Jason's a charmer.
I like to get up nice and close. That place, I love that place so much. I just watched that Lauren documentary. It was really cool. I loved it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Loved it a lot.
I'm dying
Yeah,
to
it was
too.
very, very good.
So, Bowen, because I've read this too, and I want you to only want what you want, but that you said it's impossible. You said it's impossible to date during SNL, and where you would go on a couple of dates and then just vanish. Like, what's going on?
I would vanish. I mean,
you would
I
vanish.
put that on me.
Oh, okay.
It's a self call in. Like I would get swept up in the show and the work, and like it's just so hard to like put any stake in your own life. It felt like, but I mean that's not to say that it's impossible to do. Now things are fine. Like things are normal. I'm like still like unlearning so many things in a way that like I am grateful for, and I also mourn how my life used to be. Like I do miss it so much, and I've been getting dinners and lunches with people on the breaks and like who are still there, and I'm like, oh, it's nice.
And I have to say this because people are listening. It's okay to be single.
Why are you saying it like that? And why are you looking at me?
You know what I've never heard of, and again, this is a guy that lives in a cave.
Boy, this
I
list
guess,
is long. This list is fucking long. Of stuff that you've never heard of.
It's not common to hear about Saturday Night Live hookups and couples with the cast, right? I mean,
or
I
writers
don't
or
think
whatever.
it's a gay thing. I don't think it's a gay thing.
No, but I mean,
No, in
gay,
general,
gay,
in general.
straight. It doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
just
sure,
in
sure.
general, like like people who go to school together, like that's all you have, or just your classmates. It's sort of like I went out with him last
Right.
year and this year. Like you don't hear about that on SNL, and you'd think that you would just based on schedule. Like you don't have a chance to meet anybody else. Really, you guys are in
No.
there all the time.
We're in there all the time. Oh, but I thought you were talking about, Jason, like intra SNL hookups. Like
Yes.
within SNL, people are
Yeah,
hooking
yeah.
up.
I mean, castmates dating one another, or a writer with a castmate, or writers and writers, or you don't, right?
I know.
And you think that you
you're,
would.
You're right. I just wasn't. Yeah, I didn't really encounter that, but I don't feel like I missed out.
Yeah, no, not at all. I love that your Instagram handle is @FayeDunaway. That's your name on Instagram. I didn't know that until recently.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud at that. First of all, I can't believe it was available.
I can't either, and I'm holding on to it for dear life. She wants to. I think she wants it back.
How much
so
time
funny.
does your podcast take from you each week?
It siphons from me like 6 hours a week, which is
Yeah?
not that bad.
Right, and with
Which
your
is
other
fine.
other
Yeah.
time, what's the ratio between work pursuits versus personal, just taking care of yourself? How hard are you working, Bowen?
I'm working decently at like a reasonable intensity. I still am exhausted at the end of the day.
Sure.
I think I'm still kind of like my nervous system is still sort of on like resetting from SNL where it just knows work is done, then it's time to go to bed. Like there was that switch.
Right, but you have to now self-program. Like there was a schedule. You had to be there at a certain time. Blah blah blah. Now you've got to do it all. Are you finding
Terrifying.
your self-motivation adequate?
Not yet. It's getting there. How do you guys do it?
Well,
We're old.
I'm very good about
So
like
then
when
that's
I'm
great.
when I'm working, I'm very very disciplined, and when I'm not working,
Mm-hmm.
I could not be worse at doing anything responsible.
Yeah. Jason's one of my favorite quotes is Jason says, I want to aggressively do nothing.
Yeah, and then when I'm
Beautiful.
working, I'm an animal.
Well,
There's
actually,
nothing in
the truth
between.
is, and I mean this, when he's not working, he obsessively plays golf because it gives him something to do.
But
yes.
and so
That's
he
super
plays
challenging.
it. So he plays it 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
And then he'll say
Right.
to me like, "Hey, do you want to play tomorrow?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I've got like one thing, but I can't do it all the time. Like he has to do it because he needs that."
I have addiction issues, Bowen.
I'm much
Okay.
better. I find I'm
That's
much better
fine.
when I'm not working at being able to just kind of chill. Like I did my little stuff this morning, then kind of like go to the gym and kind of. I find it like easy to watch
just
some
feel like
soccer,
those-
take a nap.
Those
Yeah.
are just saggy days, though, right? Where you're like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you wake up at 8 a.m.
No, it
or
does.
11:30 a.m. Like those days are like, I feel like I'm being irresponsible to another day of life.
Oh, I'm still
Yeah,
up at
I-
6.
yeah.
I'm still up at 6 a.m. every day.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Good for you.
get the kids to school, all that kind of stuff. You have
Sure.
to do it. Kids give you that too. They,
So
Sean's on a strict chocolate cake schedule.
that I do not stray from.
that he never strays from.
That's
Got a mixing bowl by
structured time.
10:30.
So
Sean, really
last-
quick, what did you have
yeah.
for breakfast today?
I had blood work done, so I couldn't eat. But then when I came home, I
you must have
had.
Oh,
what did I have?
now you were
Oh, I had a
angry.
peanut butter sandwich.
Sure. As
A glass of milk,
just to whet
potato
your
chips.
appetite.
Yeah.
Before 11 a.m., it was a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah. Yep. At 10:30.
It's a great time. There's no bad time for it.
Not at all. There's always a good time for a peanut butter sandwich. So Las Culturistas, which is huge, just hit 10 years. Amazing. They've
Wow,
been doing that
10
podcast
years.
for 10 years.
10.
Yeah, it's great. Congratulations.
That's
Yeah,
really-
that's huge.
really rad.
It's really
You guys
cool.
are. What year are you guys on?
6.
Half that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
we're about to hit 6.
Yeah. And then you have Cat in the Hat coming out November 6th with Warner Brothers, which is amazing. I love that. Bill Hader,
It's
Quentin
amazing.
Brunson. Did you see it yet?
No.
I love it.
I
That's
forgot
gonna
that
be
I'm
huge.
in it.
I think that's going to be huge. And then the last thing I want to do with you, which is it's such a great thing you do on your podcast. It's called, what is it called?
I don't think so, honey.
I don't think so, honey.
Good, Sean.
Which is similar to, who's that guy that Jason you brought on, the taxi cab guy who films?
Oh, the
and
subway takes guy?
the subway.
Oh, Kareem.
Kareem.
Kareem. It's a similar thing to what Kareem does, which is you have a thing. I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't have one, but do you have a? I don't think. I don't think so,
I'm
honey.
sure I do. I've got
Or your
one.
favorite one?
I've got one.
Okay, what is it?
I don't think so, honey. Outdoor furniture, it's a scam. It is only meant to be dirtied. There's your cushions are flying all around. You got to like bring down the umbrella. There's the rugs get dirty. There's no maintenance on outdoor furniture, but we feel compelled. It is compulsory that we buy it to fill out our outdoor spaces, and yet it never aesthetically looks pleasing. It's a terrible cycle. It's almost Faustian. I don't know how, but it's like we give up something. We give up the indignation of outdoor furniture is terrible. And I know this is a very like champagne problem-y thing to have, but it's just awful. We have to cover it when it's raining.
They should give you a power washer with it.
Oh, I love that. It's a great take.
Mine is, I just thought of this knowing you were coming on, because it just happened to me yesterday, is pulling up to a parking spot where there's a meter, or trying to find a parking spot. Somebody comes out, they get in their car, so you put your clicker on because they're about to pull out, and they never pull out. They're on their phone. They take 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is their time.
What,
I don't think so, honey.
Yeah, I
don't think so, honey.
I don't think so, no.
But you know what I think, Bowen Yang? You are brilliant. You are hilarious from the first time I saw you. Thank you for being here today.
I love you guys.
I love that.
You're a
Bowen
treasure.
Yang.
You're not just a national treasure. It turns out you're an international treasure of many countries.
Yeah,
How about that?
Continentally North America. The Commonwealths.
Commonwealth.
Thank you for being here, Bowen.
Bowen,
And-
thanks you, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and
What
thanks,
an honor.
Bowen.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Nice
I
going.
know Jason hates it. He hates an afternoon record.
I do.
Oh my God, you're so right. You're so right. This is staying in.
You made it worth it,
So
though.
keep it in.
You made it worth it. You've changed
Thanks,
my
guys.
attitude about it. If they can all be like
Wow.
Bowen Yang records, let's
Yeah.
do it then.
That was really fun. Thanks, Bowen.
Thanks, Bowen.
Thanks, guys.
you, honey.
Alrighty.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
See ya. Have a good
Have a
week.
great rest of the day.
Bye.
Oh, great.
I like him. I like him a lot. I want to be his friend.
Yeah,
I know.
like him a lot.
I
He's
think we are his friends.
He's really
Do you
funny.
think he has any openings for friends?
I think so. I think he does.
I would underperform. I'm a terrible friend, aren't I?
Let's have dinner with him.
Yeah,
Right?
he's one of those people that super intelligent and super funny. And I think the two often go hand in hand. Not in my case, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, I think.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to push back on that? Sorry.
No, I don't want to.
No.
I need to get better about going out to dinner, don't I? In order to be just a halfway decent friend, I need to actually get out of the house.
You go, though, sometimes.
I mean, but I don't even take your phone calls.
I know.
Right?
This is
That's
true.
like
This is true.
you guys tried to FaceTime me the other day, and I just wouldn't have it.
You know what happened
no,
today?
It was you and Josh, Willie.
No, you know what happened today is the three of us were on a texting chain, and then I stopped because I know you don't like to get pinged constantly.
Well, just build the paragraph and send that. I don't need 17 sentences.
But sometimes you need a conversation to go back and forth. So we're going back and forth with the thing we were all talking about. And Sean's like, I feel bad because I feel like Jason doesn't want to get annoyed.
So I took you off and I just went to me and Will.
We have to manage Gramps.
Really?
Because he has a breaking point.
Yeah.
What about if I'll just leave the conversation? I'll just hit that button if it gets too much.
Well, what would you say?
Jason got so mad at me because he kept leaving Nerdle when we were doing it a few years ago because he didn't want the full back and forth. And then I kept adding him back. He's like, fuck off.
It's like the fish that wiggles off the hook, and you keep gaffing it and pulling it into the boat.
It was so funny. I'd be like, guys, watch this. And then I'd add him into the conversation.
That is so funny. Jason, what would you say if you left the conversation?
I would say bye.
SmartLess.
SmartLess is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Bennett Barbaco, Michael Grant Terry, and Rob Armjarf.
SmartLess.